Tombs of the Blind Dead, released April 10th, 1972, directed and written by Armando de Osorio, starring absolutely no one you've ever heard of, though maybe you've heard of Lone Fleming. Two women, Betty, Lone Fleming, and Virginia, Maria Elena Arpon, they had a lesbian experience in college. They get on a train with this guy. Virginia is real awkward about the whole thing and just jumps off the train. Walking through a field, she finds an old monastery, or it's just a church. I don't know. It's probably just a church. It's very clearly abandoned, but yet she still yells, "Is anybody home?" The place is in shambles. It's falling apart because it's so old. But yes, let's ask if somebody's home. There is a long sequence of her setting up camp inside of this church. Like, it feels like it takes forever. But then headstones start to sway in the cemetery in this church, and lids from stone coffins begin to lift off. Zombies in cloaks start to appear, some even on horses. Where did the horses come from? Never explained. The horses themselves are not zombified, so was there like just a massive stable of starving horses? Because who's feeding these horses? But anyway, there is a boring-ass sequence of the zombies chasing Virginia because they move slower than a Romero zombie. Like, they move at an absolute snail's pace. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. Like, they move slower than me, full of pizza and beer. And the horses... The horses move in slow motion. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, why? Like, why? It's just such a weird thing. But Virginia, she finds a random horse, and even that horse moves in slow motion. Can't explain it. They catch her, of course, and then we cut to Betty and the guy. Virginia is found dead in a field with what looks like bite marks. We find out that a bunch of Templars, they decided to worship the devil after the Crusades, so they were excommunicated and hung. So I guess they're out for revenge? Also never really explained. Virginia wakes up in the morgue and she bites a guy on the neck like a vampire, even though she's a zombie. So it's like, okay, you're a zombie, but you're also maybe a vampire? There's a random flashback of the knights torturing a woman and drinking her blood, and it's honestly a very uncomfortable scene, even for the early 70s. It really was not necessary. We could have just gotten a story, and that would have sufficed. Back at the church, Betty and the dude, they find Virginia, who is randomly killed by fire. The zombies then chase them, obviously very, very, very slowly, but they all manage to board a train, despite the train having plenty of time to just leave, because the zombies, again, are the slowest possible things on Earth. Our slow-ass zombies arrive at the station to end the film, and assumedly they just turn everybody into zombies or something. So Tombs of the Blind Dead is very well made. De Osorio has a good eye for visuals. The zombie makeup and costumes are decent, at best, because some look pretty good, but then others, they look like shit. The acting is alright. I saw an English dubbed version on Tubi, and sometimes overdubs, they don't really convey the proper emotions of the original actor was trying to present, and I feel like that's the case here. I would have liked to see the original Spanish version, just so I can get the emotions from the actors conveyed properly. I don't know, I still might seek it out just to compare the two, but I don't know if I'm that ambitious. The story is very slow moving, much like our slow ass zombies, and because of that, the movie can be quite very extremely boring. I give Tombs of the Blind Dead a D+. Thank you for watching Fatman Inc. Craptacular Horror. Leave a like if you enjoyed and a comment to discuss your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe to see more reviews of horror movies new and old. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.